How much more do gringos pay in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil? Quite a bit more, it shows. Especially if you look like this.
34.
20. Tá bom. Oi, é a notinha. 68, tá?
Olá! The bill? Para os gringos, sempre mais caro, né?
Todo.
I'm actually shocked. They seem so nice.
This is how tourists get scammed on Copacabana beach. Yes, we are back in Rio de Janeiro, and I am here to stay.
Welcome, friends, to my second home in the world, Copacabana, Rio de Janeiro, this blazing hot day.
How's it going? I was watching YouTube before I came.
And as you can see, today I'm looking just a little bit extra gringo. And there is a reason for this. We're gonna check out just how much more the gringos here in Rio pay for stuff on the beach. Because the awful truth, my friend, it's this. Gringos pay more.
And to make this work, we're gonna need some help.
Oi, tudo bem? Andressa, chego!
Hello.
Você está pronta para fazer vídeo especial?
Tô pronta. Waiting. Oi, meu nome é Andressa, sou carioca, eu tenho um TikTok, depois vocês vão lá conferir. Eu tô aqui na praia de Copacabana e eu vou ver os preços das bebidas agora, tá?
And for this little video, we're gonna be using a hidden mic and camera. I'm gonna be filming her at a distance as she's approaching the vendors first. Then, the gringo is gonna come and most likely receive a different price. Vai ser mais barato para você, né?
Com certeza, né? Sou brasileira, carioca.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
Bora!
Bora!
Go, Andressa!
Let's go!
So, what's the game plan here? We have previously agreed upon a selection of so-called kiosks to visit. First Andressa, then me. We will simply ask for the same things and see which price is offered. Without revealing, we know each other.
Oi, boa tarde. Tá quanto água de coco, moça? Pô, você não tá por 8 não, sou daqui da área. Sou carioca. Eu passo no Pix.
I gotta say, that's not an impressive price for a local.
Now, time for the gringo. Oi! Tem uma água de coco?
É uma.
Quanto custa?
R$10.
10 reais. Todo mundo.
Yes. The gringo made it.
Água de coco, melhor bebida da praia.
Melhor, aqui na 22, Malhadão.
22. 10 reais. How much did you pay for your coco?
Oi?
Quanto você paga?
R$10 eu paguei, gente.
I got it for 10 as well.
Sei.
And I'm guessing it's either because I was speaking Portuguese or because they were simply honest.
But a carioca really should do better than that.
But you know what? This água de coco is getting old. Let's get some caipirinha.
Oh yeah. And while talking about Caipirinha, I am finally offering travel help and guided tours. My secret gems, party events, safety training, help with the ladies, anything you need to make your stay unforgettable. Check description for details. And to know what's going on here in Rio on a daily basis, don't forget to follow my Insta account, Swedish Gringo. And so our Caipirinha hunt continues.
Vamos procurar a caipirinha, gente. Será que a gente vai achar agora? Bora ver.
Note, in Copacabana, caipirinhas are slightly cheaper than Ipanema.
Oi, moço, boa tarde. Bem? Tem caipirinha aí? A quanto? Você não faz mais um pouco pra mim, não? Não. 20, né?
Still not impressed.
All right. Yes, it's the gringo's turn.
How much is a caipirinha here?
Não speak English não, cara.
How much is the price for a caipirinha?
Menu to the rescue, and these guys stick to the same price for gringos as well. 20 reais is just under $4.
And as always when I'm doing these kinds of videos, it's incredibly hot. It's over 30 degrees. We're dying here.
So far a happy surprise. Both me and the local Brazilian are charged the same. But I can tell you this, it will not last for long. Also remember, there is no exact price for drinks on Copacabana. Crowded areas of the beach tend to charge more, and sunny weekends all prices go up. And when we start asking for other stuff than drinks, everything changes.
Alright, so the most basic thing when you come to the beach, getting somewhere to sit and an umbrella, right? Let's see what the price for a gringo will be.
But first off, the Rio local.
Boa tarde. Tá quanto a barraca e a cadeira, moça? Aham. 25. Eu vou ver aqui nas outras, moça. Aí eu volto, tá bom? Obrigada.
You see the way she's asking, try to learn from that.
Oi, boa tarde. Tudo bem? Tá quanto a cadeira e o guarda-sol?
R$10 a cadeira e o short do guarda-sol pequeno. Daria R$30 o kit. Vou botar uma mesinha pra você.
R$30. Tá bom, vou ver outro lugar. Obrigada.
Tá bom?
20? Tá bom.
Now we're talking, that's a good price. And she did even better.
Oi, gente, beleza? Ó, ele cobrou aqui o cabelinho R$7 pela cadeira.
R$7 for a chair, $1.3. That's gonna be hard to beat for this clueless gringo, not knowing a word in Portuguese.
Hi, chair. How much is the chair?
Cadeira 15, umbrella 20 ou 30.
Okay, so it's 35 or 45 in total. I come back later.
Oh yeah, moving away from just ordering drinks, we're starting to see some real difference in gringo prices.
Oi, quanto custa a cadeira? One guarda-sol e one cadeira total? 34. 34.
It's so hard pretending you don't have a clue, especially when you're running into people who knows you.
Hey! How are you?
Bom?
To the bone, to the bone. How much does it cost?
Quanto? Cadeira?
Cadeira.
Eu vou fazer para você, que é meu cliente.
That's not gonna happen to you guys.
Yeah, I should have calculated for this. Since they actually know who I am around these parts, I am not getting gringo prices.
Meanwhile, Andressa is out to better her not very impressive score on those caipirinhas.
Boa tarde.
Boa tarde.
Tudo bem? Tá quanto a caipirinha, moça?
Eu faço a de 500 pra você por 15 de limão, se você quiser.
Por 15? Tá, eu vou querer então essa de limão por 15.
R$15, $2.7. Now that's more of a carioca price.
Consegui uma caipirinha mais barata.
And when the clueless gringo arrives to the same kiosk, the price has suddenly shifted just a little.
Caipirinha? How much? Or how the small?
Yes, one small, 20 reais.
How small is small? Half a liter, right?
Yes. I like the limão. It's a class. It's a class.
Remember, this is still a decent price.
Ah, awesome.
Normally, I would never have accepted that price.
But damn, this is a good caipirinha. That's one happy girl right there.
So, by now, things are becoming pretty clear. Gringos do pay more on the beach. Let's have a look. For the things we've asked for, Andressa has gotten a discount of nearly $6, paying 30% less. And it's clearly when renting chairs and umbrellas that Gringos lose the most.
And that's what happens when you speak English.
A gente aprende.
The difference between knowing a few phrases in Portuguese and just being a stupid gringo.
For me, this does not come as a surprise. And that is why I have this shirt available in my store.
Gringos paga mais. With this on, you'll be in a funny way saying, I know I'm paying more and I won't accept it. So this shirt could actually be saving you money.
And don't worry, these shirts will not make me rich. I get about $3 per sale. By the way, this is just a prototype. The print in my store is much cooler.
Yeah, it's a little too big for me.
Oh yeah, working in this heat is rough. I think we deserve a break.
I can't be the weird gringo anymore. I gotta get rid of these clothes. Oh, why did it have to be 33 degrees today?
And it's not just the kiosk serving inflated tourist prices. Same goes for the vendors.
Uma saia pra tu.
Ela vai me dar uma massagem.
Vou dar sim.
Não, estou brincando. Marisa, melhor massagem do Copacabana, né? Preciso tirar uma pergunta para você. Para os gringos, sempre mais caro, né?
Todo.
Por que é mais caro para gringos?
No sé, porque hay que de pronto como venden del extranjero, es dólar, diferente moneda.
Todo mundo acha, né, que temos mais dinheiro. Tá. Mas você tem o preço justo, legal para todo mundo.
Justo para todo mundo. Bye.
Tchau. Então, o que é importante para os gringos para não receber os preços mais altos?
Eu acho, gente, que primeiramente vocês têm que falar pelo menos um pouco do português, pedir uma promoção, desconto, chorar um pouquinho.
Gotta
Isso.
pretend to be a little sad.
Ah, então, eu tô com pouco. Tem como abaixar um pouquinho?
So never accept the first price.
Yes.
Gringos paying more is simply an established fact in Rio de Janeiro. This guy even presented himself promising non-gringo prices.
That was a little fun, because then he saw me and was like, mas para o gringo é mais caro, né?
Sim.
Brasileiro é barato, tá? Gringo.
Barata para carioca.
Yes.
But I feel we've only scratched the surface. The real problem is when you spend a full day on the beach suddenly receiving a much bigger bill than expected.
So it is becoming obvious there is a price difference going on. But it might be harder for them to overcharge when you're just buying one item like this. Then there's always the risk that vendors have spotted us together before. So we're gonna try something different.
This is the real trap that tourists fall into after forgetting what they ordered.
Primeira barra perguntou e não aceitar. Cadeira e guarda-frente.
I have sent Andressa away to find 2 different kiosks that show the same price on the menu. After verifying prices, she will choose one of them.
Aqui na frente, tá bom?
Meanwhile, I'm waiting in a nearby restaurant so we're not arriving together. After getting seated and settling down, she signals me to arrive to the other kiosk that she has scouted.
Now enter the Gringo.
And I will try to get the best possible price, but I will speak English.
It is showtime.
Boa tarde.
Umbrella and cadeira.
Vem cá, vem vai junto com esse camarada, vem cá.
Now, how much is it?
Vem cá, vem comigo. Esse camarada pra você aqui.
Yeah, but you don't know how much is a chair and umbrella?
Faço para ti, menor preço.
How much?
Faço tudo 40.
Do you have better price? Desconto?
35.
Gringo especial. 35. 35. Okay.
Already, the price for the clueless gringo differs from the one Andressa got. Let's keep ordering.
One caipirinha. One caipirinha.
And there she is. As for now, just a stranger on the beach.
Caipirinha! Time for a caipirinha super gringo style. Yeah, it tastes even better in this freaking hat.
But sitting alone is boring. Time for us to get acquainted.
Andressa? Olá! Você está aqui? Tudo bem?
Quanto você paga para sua caipirinha lá?
It's bigger and I'm pretty sure it's cheaper as well.
So here we are finally. One gringo, one carioca. Let's see which one of us is gonna pay the most. I am pretty sure I know already.
I really hope to get some donations for this video. Already promised my mom I wouldn't spend money I don't have. And quick tip, you're allowed to bring your own chair. Ask your Airbnb.
But we can't just sit here drinking caipirinha all day. I think we need an agua de coco, right? Agua de coco.
Oi, é uma água de coco.
Tá, vou levar lá, tá?
Tá quanto?
R$10, Rafael.
Tá.
Agua de coco.
Yeah, this one is supposed to cost 10 reais.
Goes perfectly with the card.
Second quick tip, say that you're living near the kiosk. It reduces risk of scam.
The hardest thing about this video is hands down trying to be a typical, gringo, just a typical tourist. The Portuguese words just keep coming. Você tem algumas dicas para ganhar preço melhor na praia?
Sim, então, primeiro eu começo perguntando qual o valor e se tem um desconto pra mim.
And when you get the bill, is there anything you can do to know that you're not getting tricked?
Quando eu recebo a conta, eu vejo no menu se tá tudo certo.
Always ask to see the menu when you're paying. Just check that the numbers add up.
So many times I didn't do that.
All that coconut makes you thirsty. Gotta get something more.
Honestly, I'm getting crazy playing this Gringo.
You have juice. Yes.
Com açúcar?
Little. Pouco açúcar.
Oi, tudo bem? Tá quanto suco de manga?
Manga. Não, maracuja. Obrigado. Cheers. Let's finish this one and get the bill.
But we can't just have the bill delivered if we're sitting next to each other, right? One of us has to leave the beach first.
Now it's time to pretend to say goodbye. See you later.
And as I'm going back to my original spot, Andressa goes for her bill.
Oi, é a notinha.
68, tá?
Now that's a more than fair price, $12.5 for the whole thing. And Andressa is done at the beach. And me, I'm starting to get weirdly excited for mine.
The moment of truth is here. Time to pay the bill.
And I'm in for a surprise.
Hola! The bill?
Fechar?
Sim.
R$100, amigo.
R$100?
Isso.
Do you have receipt? 15 cadeira. Coco 10, 25. It's 30 for caipirinha. 1 juice. So that's 80 reais, right?
Débito, crédito.
Credit. Ciao.
Yeah, you're not gonna get the clueless Gringo that easily.
And that is why you always check your bill. I made it with 80 reais. I am surprised.
$15. Now imagine you had 4 caipirinhas and didn't remember the price. That's how tourists end up with a $100 bill.
Andressa, quanto você paga?
68, gente.
68? 68? Pra mim, elas tentam de 100 reais, mas falou, eu quero ver o menu.
Me dei bem. Esse deu mal.
It's time to stop being that awful gringo. I'm actually shocked. They seemed so nice and they tried to make me pay more than 40% over the carioca price.
That's it. The clueless Gringo initially got charged 47% more. To not be that Gringo, take a photo of the menu when first presented.
And no, in the end, it's not really about knowing Portuguese or not. It's about not accepting those gringo prices. Whenever you get a price you suspect is too high, just say no. I don't want the gringo prices. Just say no, guys.
There are much better ways to spend your money in Rio. And don't forget to hit me up for some safety training and ground rules before you arrive. It will make your stay smoother and definitely more fun. Thanks for watching and be safe.